Please tell our listeners a little bit about you, and we will get into the topic of wellness.
Yeah. No, first of all, I really appreciate you having me here. I love the opportunity to talk about what we do and how we do it. And it's a little bit of a community give back, right? You know, my background with Kettering Executive Network here in Atlanta.
Right.
That great organization with 1,400 people, and it's been around since 2001. I've been very honored to be elected president for 2021.
Okay, congratulations.
So thanks. Yeah, but it's about paying it forward in the community is what that is. And if you start looking at Kettering, you could really see a group of stodgy executives. They're all standing around, don't want to talk to anybody but their own buddies and that type of thing, and that's completely not what it's about. So 170 events a year for Kettering. We have weekly events. We have special interest group events. We also have a great pay it back called Year Up in Atlanta, which is kids 18 to 24 that are looking to try to figure out a better way to get things done in life, right? It could be professionally. It also turns into a personal discussion if they have some needs about relationships or how to get into a business, how to make things work, college, high school, whatever it might be. And we actually won last March, a year ago, Mentor of the Year, Kettering as a whole, because we had 45 of our folks mentoring those kids, right? And so it was really great. And yeah, they are kids at 24, right? So I'm 50. So that's how that works. But so that is Kettering Executive and the Pay It Forward piece. And then my background a little bit is I was that guy who never wanted to be in corporate America because of my dad. You know, Captain America, officer in the military, left that for IBM, put on that blue suit, and he was there for 37 years, right? So I have IBM uncles that knew my dad before me, godparents and things. I mean, it was a family, IBM. I hated that whole IBM corporate thing. So I started, right out of school, I started my own business and was really getting into it, having some good success. A dear buddy of mine called me up and said, hey, you got to join American Express. I've been here for a year. I know you hate corporate America, but you got to give it a shot. And I fought it. My buddies all knew that. So an EVP came down named Bob Gaffoe. Bob and I had dinner for about 4 hours, maybe an offer, and I accepted it. So, and then I started with American Express. We IPO'd less than a year later into First Data Corporation, which a lot of folks in Atlanta know them, of course. That's another big name. Then we had our own little startup back then, really called MoneyGram. And MoneyGram was fantastic, and Western Union was being purchased by First Data, so that was a great ploy. So they own two of the world's biggest money transfer companies in the world, and we had to make a decision which one we were going to dump. And so what was going to happen was MoneyGram was going to IPO. So I went with MoneyGram. And so IPO, and jumped into a wild whirlwind of corporate America, and I haven't left the professional side of that business since. So from there, I went with another group called OPEX Corporation, all things banking, right? So then I stopped and looked at myself and said, wow, not wanting to be like my father, I am. Just like, so massive companies and doing some really great things, having some great success too. And then actually I said, you know what, I got to get back into doing some of the startup stuff. So starting my LLCs with Quickie Ad, which was a really cool thing with lottery tickets and putting different advertisements on the back and different lottery pieces. It went really well with several groups, especially with the Indian culture and the casinos they had. They really took to it as well. And then also we had Southern Energy and Water, which was a startup that I created, which is really having to do with the water wars, right? So taking high-end flow meters out of showers. It's usually CD apartment complexes is what it was, with high flow, toilets and shower heads and anything coming out of a sink, and replacing all that and getting those bills down, which also was great for the environment, but also saving a lot of money for those different complexes that were out there.